It's kind of working on it there. It's nothing but metal, buddy. There are some parts back here where you can see there was a little bit of Bondo work here, but these places are gonna have to be removed. I was gonna remove this all. This is all metal, man. Look at this metal everywhere. This part's like it had a little bit of Bondo work here. Roof is solid. Doors are solid, man. Look at that, just solid. Again, look, some work down here. Again, pretty bad in that area, but these pieces I was going to cut out with a plasma cutter and replace them. I was going to cut this piece out with the plasma cutter too and replace it. I didn't want to replace this piece because if you look at the lines of the car, man, they're so straight, and that's one of the biggest things you got to get right on the Camaro, specifically these gaps, right? If you look over here, there's some gaps here, but they're perfect. It's all around the car, by the way. The lines are straight, so the key is keep these original parts. At least that's my recommendation, but you could replace these. I wouldn't recommend that, just because original is always better. Just once again, cut these pieces out and replace them. But once again, a solid foundation. A little bit inside. As I mentioned, the floor pans on my eBay listing right there removed. It's hard to see, but there's not enough light. Basically, the floor pans are removed all the way to before the rear seat. And of course, the flame rails right here are real solid. There's a little bit of rust in here, but overall solid. I checked from the bottom, solid. You can't really see. The back seats are removed. It's not enough light, man, but you can kind of see there. Everything in pretty good shape. The trunk, I think I sent you a couple of pictures. Trunk's in pretty good shape. It's just that it's hard to see in here. Yeah, it's pretty hard to see, but there's a little bit of rust towards your left hand. I was going to replace the entire trunk plan just because that's just the way I roll, but typically you get some rust right in these areas on these cars. And the other part is right along the edge. So the rim of where the trunk lands, right? So there's a little rim here. It's hard to see, but it's all in good shape. It's all there, buddy. And then, of course, all right here is your typical rust. It's not on this car. I mean, it is solid. All this is just solid metal. Trunk's in amazing shape. Just that piece down there, man. But and up here too, you know, I'm sure you've seen these cars up here. It gets rusted pretty bad, but again, very, very solid. Very solid metal, man. Trunks are in amazing shape. I mean, the bumper, again, it's hard to see because I'm in a dark area, but real solid, man. Real solid. There's a door again. Coming out to the front again. Other side. Sorry, there's just a bunch of, we just had a party over, so there's a bunch of stuff here. Again. Gives you another idea. This quarter panel, again, all solid, man. All solid, just needs work. Again, here's your other little work that you need. Well, you can't really see it, but let's see. Again, more work here. Would open the doors, but these damn things are in here. But again, if you would look at the lines of this, it is. The lines are so straight on this car, and one of the hardest things on the car, as I mentioned earlier, so I can show you real quick. Here you go, buddy. Look at those lines. Look at those lines, man. Look at that. You know how hard that is. I mean, once again, this fender's going to need some work. I would keep it because it's original. But one of the hardest things, as I mentioned, if you saw the other gap, perfect gaps. Look at how straight it is, though, buddy. Look at that line. Just straight, perfect gaps. I'm going to place this in a much better shape. Still needs some work. Cut these pieces out. Cut these pieces out. It's going to put you to work, man, but it's done. It's right there. Solid.